Hello, my name's Marie and this is my yarn journey. Today I'm going to talk about, or show you should I say, my yarn stash. Sorry if the lighting's not the greatest, it's a bit yucky outside today, it's raining and miserable pretty much. Okay, so I thought it'd be quite interesting, as I'm just starting out doing these videos on YouTube, to go through what I've built up in my stash over the last sort of 15 months and what my plans are with these yarns. So I've got my, I'm just going to be going through my garment quantities that I've got, and I've got my basket here. That's going to be really interesting for myself because they're stored in a cupboard, and you know, once they're put in there, probably forgotten about. So that's why you end up with more than you anticipate. But the ones I've got plans for, I will run through the details of all that, and then I'll just show you the yarns that I haven't got plans for. Most of them I have either bought with a project in mind, or I've now got a project that I want to do with those yarns, so I'm quite pleased about that. What I do want to say before I go through what I've got in my stash here, what I have is no comparison to anyone else, and I may have less or more than you, and that's not a problem. Knitting and building a stash, it's all part of a hobby that we do to enjoy, and the size of stash you have is personal to you, your circumstances, and what level you are happy with. This knitting hobby should bring you joy. If your stash isn't bringing you joy for whatever reason, that will be different for everybody. Hopefully yours is bringing you joy. Mine's got to the point now where I'm trying to be a bit more mindful of what I'm buying. So I want, as you know, I'm doing the bingo, Giddy Yarns bingo this year, and that's and one of my things on the bingo is to do more out than in. It may be quite a challenge because I am going to 2 yarn festivals this year, and you know what it's like when you go to a yarn festival. Oh, that's pretty cool, that's pretty cool. Like I said, do try to go with the plans in mind, but there's no judgment. Your stash is unique to you, and the amount of yarn that you're happy with in stash is fine. If you want to fill every room in your house with yarn, go ahead and do it. As long as it's not causing you stress and it's keeping you happy, it's your hobby, you're not harming anyone, are you? Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. So let's get into it. I've got my iPad on the side here. And like I say, I'm just going to work through what I've got here. You might actually see the top ones are yarns that I have received recently from the Kickstarter, and they were in one of my recent videos. Sorry, just get a sip of my tea before that goes cold. Okay, so the first yarn that I'm going to talk about is this one, which is Ula and Leah, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it's natural platinum DK, and it's 100% yak wool from free ranging yaks, and it's made in Mongolia. This is the one that I got as part of the Kickstarter, and this yarn, just let me check on my iPad. This one I am going to be using for the Mudo by the Petite Knitter. And the yardage for this one, for 100 grams, the meterage, 100 grams you get 196 meters. Like I say, it's a DK weight. How many skeins have I got? 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got the 6 skeins of that one to make the Mudo by the Petite Knitter. Now I'm not sure whether I'm going to do a long sleeve or a short sleeve version at this point. I'll decide that when I'm knitting it. But in my stash here somewhere, just let me see if I can find it, I have got the contrast yarn for that pattern. I'm hoping I've got enough with this actually. And I am going to be doing the colour work in this, which is Woolly Mama yarns, and it's Neo Flamingo, that's DK, 112 metres, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and I've got 2 of those. Hopefully I'll have enough to do the colour work in that. If I don't have quite enough, I might just have to miss out one of the repeats. It's like a very simple, I've not done much colour work and it is quite a simple pattern. I'll put a picture on the screen and then you can have a look. But I saw someone on Instagram had done this, so this will be my combination. Bit of a wild one, but I'm hoping it'll look pretty good. So that's my first sweater quantity. The second one, and this one I haven't got any plans for, is Ula and Leela again. It's periwinkle, it's a fingering yarn, it's 85% sheep wool and 15% cashmere, again made in Mongolia. And this one is 393 metres in 100 grams. And that's that one. I have got 4 of these, so I should be able to make a long sleeve garment. Any suggestions? Put them down in the comments, please. Okay, what's next? I'll do the other Ula and Leela. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I've no idea. The other Ula and Leela one I've got here now. This is the Natural Sand DK, and it's 100% baby camel wool from free range camels made in Mongolia, and it's 100 grams, which is 196 meters, and that's what that one looks like. And for this one I am doing, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 6 skeins of this one, and I am going to be doing the Field Day cardigan by Ozetta. For that one, that will be the first cardigan I've ever done. Okay, what should I do next? This one's quite an interesting one. So, this is a yarn that I am going to be using to make the Porcelain sweater solo by Leany Home. I really don't know how to say that. And I am going to be using this yarn, which was recommended to me when I went to Tangled Yarns in December last year. I went in mind of doing this project, and the 2 women in the shop, they were absolutely fantastic, spent ages with me helping me pick out a yarn. Now this one is Luma by the Fibre Co, and it's a blend of linen, merino wool and silk, and the colourway is Blanca. The Porcelain sweater does ask for a fingering with a fluff, but I'm not doing it. I'm using this, which is more of a DK weight instead. Hopefully I'll be able to get gauge. And it's 50% wool, 25% cotton, 15% linen and 10% silk. And when I bought it, the lady in the shop did say that it was absolutely lovely to knit with, and it does have quite a nice drape, so we shall see what it knits up like in that sweater. And it's 125 metres in 50 grams. I think I bought 9 of those, what I needed for the pattern. And for the colour work, the colour work on the Porcelain sweater is traditionally done in blue, because it's supposed to be like that old style porcelain with the blue and white patterns. But I saw a version of it done with pink, purple and red. as the colour work, contrast colour, and I really liked it because it was just so unusual. It was a bit of a pop of colour, so I decided that I'm going to use these 3 colours for my colour work, and these are Chaos Yarn Organic Soft Merino, 100% Merino. What does it say on here there? And it's 50 grams, which is 225 meters. So that's those. I'll just put them back in the bag here. Sorry for the rustling. I've got them together, so I don't want to get where I'm up to with that. Okay, I'll just get another drink of my brew. Oh, that's good. The next yarn that I want to show is a Giddy Yarns, and the colourway is Marshmallow, and it's like a very pale mauve neutral. I absolutely love this colour. This is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, and it's 425 meters per 100 grams. Now looking down here, it looks like I've got 3 of these. Now I haven't got a set plan for these, so obviously I would like to get a garment out of it. So if anyone's got any ideas for that colour or pattern ideas for three skeins, I'm generally about a medium or large in most patterns. And my bust is 40 inch. Okay, next I have this yarn. This is a yarn, well, it's so drapey and it's all fallen to bits unfortunately in me, because it's got squashed inside the basket. But this is an absolutely gorgeous yarn. I got this at Yarndale last year, and it's called it's Felt Fusion is the hand dyer, and this yarn is colourway is Void, and it's 50% a baby camel, 50% silk, and just look, the drape on that is absolutely lovely. You get 533 meters per 100 grams, and it is 4-ply or fingering. So with this one, I have a top in mind for this, which I am really excited to do. I'll just find it on my list. And it is the Tea of Dreams by Claire Jackson. I'll just bring this over so that I can see it better. So I'm hopeful that I'll have enough with those 2 skeins to do this top. And my understanding of that pattern from what I've read is that it's done in 2 separate pieces and then stitched together, so you can create the V at whatever depth you want. So I'm thinking that will be really nice. Okay, next I have got, and one of them I've wound up, so I've got this lovely, this is like a cloud, it's beautiful. I don't know if you've ever seen this yarn before, but this is by the Fibre Co. Again, I got this in Northern Yarns in Lancaster when me and my friend went last year, and it's Cirro. It's a brushed blend of Cirro alpaca, organic cotton and merino wool, and it says that it's sport weight. It's 50 grams. It's 40% alpaca, 40% cotton and 20% wool. I do feel that I find that things that contain alpaca, they're always beautifully soft. It's 225 meters per skein. Now I've looked at a few different pattern ideas for this. Let me just see if I've got one on here. So there's quite a few by Arnhill, and I can't pronounce a surname, sorry, so I will put it up on the side of the screen. There's the Tara top, which is a potential, or there is some by Refined Knitwear. So there's a couple of tops by Refined Knitwear that I really fancy making, and then there is obviously the Tara top, but I'm really torn and I'm not 100% sure with this yarn what sort of gauge I'm going to get, if it's going to be enough with the 4 skeins that I've got, or whether maybe it might just be that I need to hold it with something else. I'm not really sure, but if you've got any ideas, I'd love to hear them. If you can put them in the comments for me, that would be brilliant. Or if you've used that yarn before maybe, and what you've made with it, because it seems a shame for it just to be sat in my stash and me not knowing what to do with it. That was one that I bought with no plans in mind, and I was just like, I love this yarn. I'd never even heard of it before going there, so I just decided to buy it because it was so soft and lovely. Okay, next yarn is another Giddy Yarns, and the colourway is the Tale of Jemima Puddle Duck, and this is 80% superwash merino and 20% bamboo, and it's 400 meters per 100 grams. I have got a definite plan for this yarn, and I've already done a swatch, which if you've watched my Ravelry queue, maybe you'll have seen it then, maybe not. It is going to be the Keep It Warm sweater. I've got 4 skeins of this, and I'm going to be holding it with Rowan Cashmere Haze in the colour Sunrise. And yeah, this Keep It Warm sweater is one of the magnum opuses that I'm hoping to do this year as part of the Woolly Workers knit along. And the swatch, it's like so super soft. It's beautiful. I think I've just got 2 more sweater quantities to go through. Oh no, I've got the blue one as well. I've got one that's not here, sorry. Okay, so the next one, I am sure, oh yeah. So this, let me just get one with the label. This is a yarn that I had dyed up for me by Yew Tree Yarncraft. Absolutely stunning, love this colour. It's all different shades of lilac-y purple, very pale, with hints of pink. It's wonderful. And it's called Molly Raven, and it's 100% non-superwash merino, and it's a DK, and you get 225 meters per 100 grams. And Diane dyed that up for me, and for this I've changed my mind a few times with what sweater I want to do, but I think at the moment my plan is to do the Thin Air sweater by Lily Kate Francis, or if not, I will be doing the Berry V-neck Raglan by Jessie May Designs. I really want to do a V-neck sweater. And then my last one that's in here is, it's a Drops Lima, and this is 50 grams, you get 100 meters DK, I think. And what's the colourway? Oh, they don't say on here, so I'll put the colourway on the screen. I think it's like purple mix or something like that. Stunning colour. I've had this in my stash quite a while, and I don't think I have any definite plans for it right now. I was going to use it for the Very V-neck, but then I changed my mind. So how much have I got in total? I've got quite a bit of that. Definitely a sweater's quantity. So any suggestions would be greatly received. There's one last one that I want to talk about because it is in my plans. 1 minute. Okay, so I have the Eco Tweed DK. I did mention this in my Ravelry queue. Now, oh, excuse me. I was hoping to do, I've got 3 of these. I was hoping, oh, what's the yardage? Sorry. 350 meters per 100 grams. 75% wool, 25% viscose. And I was hoping with this that I could do a Brooklyn raglan by Tori U, even if that meant that I was doing it with short sleeves. Now, plans might have changed slightly because on the Wool Needles Hands Patreon, she's starting a knit along at the beginning of March, and the knit along is for doing your own sweater. She's got all the details on there. We're following along with a blog, and I can't remember the lady's name who's done the blog, but I'll put the details on the side. So I may potentially use this for that, but I know I'm going to be a little bit tight on meterage, so again it'll probably be a short sleeve, but I would be wanting to do a V-neck of some sort for that. Okay, I think that's all my sweater quantities. I do have quite a lot of single skeins in my stash, being that it was my first year back knitting and things like that, and learning about all different nice yarns, finding out about all different dyes, advents for the first time. It's like you get the bit of the FOMO, so that's why I'm doing the in and out for my yarn this year, more out than in. So even though I've got the 2 festivals, I'm really hoping that I can do that. I've got enough of the sweater quantities, as you've seen in this video, that'll keep me going for quite some time. And I've got lots of single skeins to get through for socks and stuff, so when I am going to these festivals, it's going to be more of a go with a plan in mind for specific projects that I want to do and what yarn I require for those projects, and I'll take a list with me. And then I will obviously be enjoying getting some single skeins or 2 skeins for different projects, but I'm going to definitely be more mindful about what I'm bringing in this time. Okay, I think that's everything that I wanted to talk through today, really. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.